Brooklyn has won 6 straight, including last night's victory over the Lake Show. They're creeping up on the final playoff spot in the East. Everyone thinks of New York, obviously, guys, as a Knicks town, but we all know the Knicks, they've got some issues, right? Stephen A., which team's the better destination for free agents, in your opinion, right now? Would you go Nets over the Knicks?
I'm going to say no. I would go to Knicks over the Nets because I'm counting on Porzingis coming back, and the opportunity to play with a star that's 7'3" is not something that I'm going to ignore if I'm a marquee player in the National Basketball Association. And any of the stars, any of the marquee names that you want to throw out there, you pair them with Porzingis, and obviously that's formidable. But I will tell you this. I've been very, very impressed with what I've seen from the Brooklyn Nets. They've won 6 straight, okay? I'm looking at guys like, a Dinwiddie, D'Angelo Russell. We can't laugh at him anymore now. He's in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing stupidness in L.A. He's balling in Brooklyn. Let's give credit where credit is due. We see some of the pieces that they have there in Jared Allen and others. I like what I'm seeing from the Nets. They're expected to have cap space potentially for 2 guys as well. If 2 guys were to come to Brooklyn, that could be something to behold. So I'm not oblivious to that. But if you're asking me just as presently constructed, if I wanted to go there or to the Garden in New York City to play alongside a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, which is what my barometer is, I'm a roll with the Knicks on this one. Look,
I actually believe here the answer is the Nets. I think your Porzingis point is very good, Stephen A., that when you have the Knicks haven't had a player who could one day maybe be the best player in the game ever. It's never happened. Porzingis, if he's healthy, maybe could one day be the best player in the game. I wouldn't rule that out. He's 7'3". He can face up. He's already an elite defender when healthy, and his offensive game is improving and improving, and it's already almost elite. You're going to have to figure out what to do about him if you're in the Eastern Conference and he's healthy and you're the GM of another team. So that's the hardest thing to find. And I like the GM, and I like the coach a lot. I even like the Knicks PR department right now. Like, the whole franchise seems healthier. And yet I'm here to tell you James Dolan will mess this up. He won't be able to help himself. He's terrible.
Shout out to Dan Sabrine in the PR department.
Yes.
All meantime,
meantime, I want to make the affirmative case for the Nets. You understand Brooklyn? Like, first of all, what's happening at Barclays, right?
Yeah.
This is not the New Jersey Nets anymore that no one cares about. This is the Brooklyn Nets. Mm-hmm. Brooklyn hasn't had a major league franchise since the Dodgers left in 1957. You're talking about literally a lifetime ago. And the cachet that Brooklyn has, like maybe in New York because of the Yankees, because that's where hip-hop was born. I was born there. I think of like the Bronx as the cool borough, right? Yeah, Manhattan is where it's had. But
Brooklyn's the place
Brooklyn
to live now.
is the borough that rings bells around the world. That's the Biggie and Jay-Z and all this kind of, and even going back in sports history, as I mentioned, the Brooklyn Dodgers and all this. Brooklyn, it has cachet that very few places in the world have. If the Brooklyn Nets get really good, that will be the hottest ticket in sports. All NFL, NBA, MLB teams. If the Brooklyn Nets get like dynastically good, it'll be the hottest ticket in sports. And given the fact that they don't have a dysfunctional franchise that the Knicks have shown for so many years, I'd say Brooklyn.
I can tell you one thing that'll turn folks off, and I'm dead serious when I say this, even though it's tongue-in-cheek. Atlantic Avenue. That traffic is a nightmare.
Come on.
How's 8th Avenue?
Rents in Brooklyn are as high as rents in Manhattan
worse on
now.
Atlantic
That should
Avenue.
say it all.
Almost, yep.